Of Broward County, who is now running for a seat in the U.S. Congress, is under arrest. Hello again, everybody. The daughter of Dale Holness is accused of defrauding hundreds of thousands of dollars from a federal COVID-19 relief program.
And it was her father who led his county through most of the COVID-19 pandemic, as you might remember. 7's Vanessa Medina live in Plantation with this arrest. Vanessa.
That's right. This is the office and the campaign headquarters of longtime Broward County politician Dale Holness. And now his daughter is in trouble with the feds, accused of lying to acquire more than $300,000 in PPP loan money from the federal government. So this is Demara Holness here. She calls herself a political consultant. She proudly boasts that she is the daughter of former Mayor Dale Holness, and the feds say she lied to get federal relief money. Now, according to officials, they say that Demara Holness, according to the loan application, it falsely stated that Holness Consulting had 18 employees and had an average monthly payroll of $120,000. According to the feds, from July 2020 to September 2020, defendant Holness began issuing checks to persons in order to make it appear as if Holness Consulting had full-time employees and was complying with the conditions of the PPP loan. At the direction of the defendant, Holness, the persons receiving the checks endorsed the checks, returned the checks to defendant Holness, which is Demara. According to the feds, then she would give them a couple $100 and would cash the checks herself. Now, Dale Holness saying that he is estranged from his daughter, and he has released a statement that reads in part, Demara has had no access to my real estate business office or had my permission to use my address or conduct business on behalf of the Holness family name, nor myself. She's had no access to my office since 2018. He goes on to say she has made it clear to me on multiple occasions that she's an adult and as such has conducted her own affairs. If she has done wrong, I hope she learns from this and uses this as a lesson to better conduct her life in the future. So back out live again, this is Dale Holness's campaign headquarters. He is planning a run for Congress. Of course, this is a PR nightmare for his campaign and his team. We did go inside a short time earlier to see if anyone there would speak, and there was
calculated and how it was determined for you to qualify for the PPP loan. Okay, so I'm going to give you all a minute. If you know somebody that got the PPP loan, if you got the PPP loan, you need to tell them to tune in to this live, because I'm about to make it real plain what everybody did to get the PPP loan. You hear me? Oh, Lord, I done set my car. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, sorry about that. I done set my car. But the purpose for this live this morning is to talk about this PPP loan, because y'all just don't know. The ones that got that PPP loan, that weren't supposed to get that PPP loan, that link that's out there, man, all your business out there. I'm talking about your address, how much money you got, how much money you said you reported, and all of that. It's all out there. It's public record. So the Internal Revenue Service ain't got to do nothing but go out here and research and see how much you said that you reported to get the PPP loan. So let me make it plain. This was the misinformed information that was told to people, because I got people in my inbox asking me about the eligibility for the PPP loan. So in order to get the PPP loan, you had to have a business prior to 2020. Let me say that first. You had to have a business prior to COVID to get the PPP loan, first of all. Then the calculation for the PPP loan is they take your gross receipts. Your gross receipts is the amount of money you say you earned in that business that you were supposed to have before COVID to qualify for the PPP loan. So let's just say you said your gross receipts was $100,000. That's going to be our number today, because that's the amount that people were having to report to get the $20,000. You see, to be eligible in the calculation to determine the amount of PPP loan that you got was 2.5 times your monthly gross income. Let me break that down. The amount of the PPP loan that you got, if you got it, if your cousin got it, if your auntie got it, if your sister got it, if your grandmama got it, was 2.5% of the amount that you earned during the taxable year to qualify for that loan. So remember, I said our number is 100,000. So if I said I earned $100,000 for that tax year, that's how I qualified for 20,000, because you would take 100,000, divide that by 12, okay? You would get $8,000 a month. 2.5 of that, 8,000 plus 8,000 is 16,000, and a half of that is 4,000. That's how you got the 20,000, okay? So, for those of you that was misinformed and they told you you ain't have to do nothing but start a business, or you could use this money to start a business, no. The documentation that was submitted to the SBA, what they did was they created a fake Schedule C. A Schedule C is a document that you file to identify or explain the amount of income and or expenses that you made during the exam year or the tax year that you filed your tax return. And what people don't realize is they gave away their personal identifiable information, which I am going to refer to the acronym of PII, okay? Personal identifiable information is the acronym I'm going to use during this live as PII. You all gave away your PII information to these individuals to file for the PPP loan on your behalf. With technology today, you don't need a signature because everything is done electronically. So when you gave them your PII information and you allowed them to apply for the PPP loan in your name, you gave them permission with your PII information to sign on your behalf. So a lot of y'all don't even realize what you all gave permission to an individual that misinformed you to sign up in your name the PPP loan with your PII. Do you all follow me? For those of you all that's joining me, PPP loan, I'm talking about the ones that filed these fraudulent PPP loans. Because what has happened now is all of your information is public data. Like, I'm looking up names. I'm seeing people's names with these fake businesses with y'all addresses and all of that. And let me tell y'all something. This is a true link because I looked up my own name and I applied for the PPP loan. Because as I explained to you all, I'm an independent contractor. Independent contractor is considered a self-employed individual, okay? So I applied for the PPP loan under my activity as an independent contractor for Nahum Saharovich and Trotz, okay? I've been working and doing work, independent contracting work for them since 2017. So therefore, I qualified for the PPP loan because my activity was in place prior to COVID-19. So for you individuals who were misinformed